Hi guys, welcome to Comfort Life Channel. Spring is just around the corner and I hope you are as happy about this fact as I am. In today's video, we shall talk a bit about cleansing juices, actually about the liver cleansing juice. And this juice we shall be calling some like cozy carrot tonic. As you know, liver is extremely important. It can't be denied and we can't argue about that. Actually, this organ is important because it helps to clean our body from all the toxins. It also helps to absorb all the nutrients and it also helps to absorb the proteins. And most of the times we often take it for granted that everything in our body works and functions properly. But unfortunately, on a daily basis and for years, we're doing something not so good for our body without even thinking that it might suffer so bad. Of course, if liver doesn't function well, it means that all the vitamins and minerals, they are not properly absorbed in the body. And of course, sooner or later, this will definitely lead to the malnutrition. But besides that, if your liver doesn't function well, it cannot actually clean the toxins from the blood. And instead, these toxins, there is some kind of like reabsorbed in the cells of your blood, and it can accumulate and even create many different illnesses and diseases. So, from all said above, I can make a conclusion that you actually must take care of your liver as much as you can. To take care of the liver is important, but also is very simple. You could definitely start with avoiding certain foods like fried foods, like fast foods, processed foods, also foods that are loaded with sugar. You could avoid or limit alcohol, and I believe that would be just the first steps. And of course, improve your meals with some healing foods. It is always nice to give a little boost to the health of the body, and in this case to the health of the liver. And today we're going to prepare some cozy carrot tonic, which is amazing for the liver health. And this cleansing juice will help your liver to function properly again. It is undeniable that after cleansing your liver or taking care of it, you will lose weight. You will definitely get rid of the anxiety. You will lose, those mood swings. You will reduce the bloating if you have any. It will probably eliminate the headaches, because most of the headaches they happen because your body is loaded with toxins. You will reduce the bruising. It will improve your digestion and many, many other things. So it's a worth trying thing to do. Besides, all the ingredients here are so good that you cannot really just don't love this juice. So let's talk about the ingredients, and the ingredients are all in here. This is basically good for like 2 portions of juice. So if you would like to use, the juice just for yourself, just use half of it. And as always, I'm saying, if you're using the new ingredients, like we will have here fennel. If you're not familiar with the taste, although it has a little mild aniseed or licorice sweet flavor, you could always reduce it to use half of it or even quarter of it, just a little bit. So for the basic carrot tonic recipe, we shall need 2 apples. Any kind, but they say that green apples, this is, I believe this is Smith granny apples, they work the best. So besides that, we should have the one bulk fennel, and the bulk fennels, they really vary in size. This is like medium size, but I've seen they have smaller ones. And we shall also need like 6 good, decent, firm, organic, basically everything should be organic, carrots, and 6 large carrots, yeah, I think I've said that, and 1 lemon. But we shall talk a little bit later about the lemon because there might be options. So everything we shall need to do is just cut the apples, and if you're having a good juicer, you don't have to really cut that in very small pieces, just like that. And the way you work with the carrots, you remove the green stems, we don't want them, and the tops, and then you cut it in random pieces. So you do the same thing with all the carrots. I'm just gonna really fast show you everything and then finish everything on my own so this video doesn't take forever. And the fennel bulb. So as I've said already, you can use just half of it or even a quarter of it. So a little bit will go a long way. You never need to make huge glass of juice. It's very good. It's a healing juice, right? So it doesn't need to be a lot of it. You could start with a little bit and then, you know, increase. Especially if you've never juiced before and your body actually is not, you know, it's not familiar with what it is. So that's probably you would like to start with slow amounts. And what about the lemon? Actually, the original recipe calls for the juice of the whole lemon. But, you know, the whole lemon might give you a little sharp taste. So my recommendation will be to start with half a lemon. And what you do, you remove the skin of the lemon and put it in a juicer. Just like that. You really need a sharp knife, although I sharpened mine. Didn't really seem to do a good job. Well, anyway. So this is what you end up with. This is half of the lemon. To begin with, you know, for the first time you make this juice, use even a quarter of the lemon. This will be perfectly fine. So basically, I'm gonna just finish cutting that thing and just come back to you right in a second. So once I've cut it, you know, basically in the pieces like that, they're not too small. Always remember to get organic fruits and veggies. And then if we're talking about apples, carrots, anything, always try to brush them, you know, actually scrub them with some really nice brush so you remove all the dirt and whatever it is. And of course you could use the veggie and fruit wash, anything you would love. So just a few words about the ingredients. I find that all the ingredients are very important, but like fennel is really a very interesting ingredient in this juice. So for your information, fennel is loaded with calcium, with vitamin B, with magnesium, with potassium, and just whatever, folic acid also, and many other things. Fennel is extremely good because it helps to improve the digestion. It decreases, reduces the gas and bloating. It also helps with the stomach discomfort and even the stomach pain. It also helps to digest fats, so it is a very good thing to consider in weight control. You could also cook with fennel, you know, bake it or, you know, pan fry it, anything you want. As always, we have options. If you do not have fennel bulb on hand and you do want to make this juice, you could substitute fennel for kale or cucumber. Now let's talk about apples. You know, apples are basically, I think it's the best fruit and one of my favorites. It's loaded with pectin and also vitamin C, potassium, and it is acting like a natural body's tonic, and it is a very important ingredient for any cleansing juice. So now talking about carrots, due to their very orange color, they are loaded with you know, beta-carotene. They are also loaded with vitamin C and pectin, and they increase the urination, which good because it fastens the toxins removal from the body, and it kills certain bacteria and and not even might, it actually reduces the body inflammation. If you do not have apples, you could substitute them for pineapple, and then lemon. You know, it's very good, it's alkalizing, it's good for your body, and a very good body tonic. And if you don't have lemon, they say you could substitute it for lime or grapefruit, but I won't do that because lemon is alkalizing and grapefruit is definitely not. This juice is supposed to be drunk on an empty stomach, so if you have any stomach problems or, you know, high acidity, it won't be good for you, so never do that. So lemon actually is the one I think cannot be substituted for anything else. And now I'm going to juice all these wonderful things, and then I will tell you about one secret thing that you also need to add to this cleansing cozy carrot tonic. Alright, I'm back, and I've just half of the ingredients I've just mentioned, and I have good 400 milliliters of juice, which is actually perfectly good for even 2 people. And then always remember the rule number 1 when you're drinking the juice: drink it right after you make it. I mean, you could definitely store it in the refrigerator if you don't have such an opportunity, but always store it in a glass container with a lid and not longer than, you know, for 12 hours. But actually the best way is to drink this tea, right, with this juice right away. And this is how beautifully it looks like. It actually looks like just carrot juice. And it is actually very delicious. You definitely feel the fennel in here, but it doesn't spoil it at all. And then the secret thing that I wanted to mention here is that you need to add a little bit of cayenne pepper. Well, if you are new to cayenne pepper or you've never tried it before, you could definitely start with paprika. That also can work perfect. So you definitely can substitute cayenne pepper for paprika. Well, I love both of them, but cayenne pepper is something that calls, this is supposed to be in the original recipe here, and you do not need a lot. You need just maybe 1/4 of a teaspoon, and usually I say just add a little bit at the end of the knife. I would recommend you to use and to start with just a pinch of cayenne pepper in this juice, and then increase according to the flavor and the way you will tolerate it. I'm pretty sure it's a well-known lemon morning cayenne drink that people drink for cleansing, so that might be really too harsh, but if you put this in the juice, and especially if you use just a little bit, that works great, and it doesn't really burn your mouth and your stomach. So the way you are drinking this juice is pretty simple. The best thing is to juice everything in the morning and drink the juice on an empty stomach before having breakfast. Then you need to wait like 40 minutes because you need this juice, let it work in your body. And then you eat some breakfast. Try to have some light breakfast because you're really trying to detox your liver and your body as well. For your information, some certain foods, they actually prevent the absorption of different vitamins. For example, vitamin C helps the absorption of iron. Let's say the spinach salad with a little bit of lemon juice would be just the perfect combination. As for this juice, let's say if you would like to drink coffee after for breakfast, that might be not a good idea because coffee, on the contrary, prevents the absorption of vitamin C, which we have in fennel, for example, and then the calcium for fennel will just be lost, so it won't be a good thing. It just won't make any good sense for you. Another advice I might suggest is if you're just start juicing and you don't really like strong flavors, here like fennel or lemon, you don't like carrots, you might also add a little bit of water to this juice. If let's say I have 400 milliliters of the juice, you could add 100 milliliters of water to the juice. That will work perfectly fine. It won't really make anything, any nutrients disappear or anything, as the most important thing to just drink it right away. I hope you guys like this video, and you will definitely try this Cozy Carrot Tonic Cleansing Juice. As juicing is pretty simple, and it is very good way for us, for everyone, and especially for the kids, and especially right now during the springtime when it's the time for the vitamins that we're lacking, and it's the time for different colds, and it's also the time for the cleansing, for the detox of our body. We always need to help our body to manage better, and basically we need to start with eliminating everything bad, and then of course adding the good things, the good stuff that is very beneficial for the health, for the beauty, and for the positive thinking. Put the thumbs up if you like this video, subscribe to my channel, and always remember, do it for the lifestyle and the results will follow.